Hello and welcome back to your next installment of the Physical Activity Quick Plays with Lisa Workman. Welcome. If we haven't met before, my name is Lisa and I'm a clinical exercise physiologist and professional kinesiologist here to help you become more physically active. And so today's lesson for the day is all about terminology. Wah, wah, wah. Who wants to learn about terminology? But I'll tell you, it drives me bananas on how much we interchange these three specific terms and think they're all one and the same, when in fact, they really aren't. So the first term that we will address today is physical activity. Now, physical activity is the broad umbrella term that we use for any movements that require muscle contraction and oxygen consumption. So it is that broad spectrum element that we look at when we simply move our bodies. So there are different ways that we get physical activity. We might get it through domestic chores. We might get it through our leisure time pursuits. We may also get it on the job with our occupation. We might be physically active. We do have some physical activity with self-care. If you still manually brush your teeth, that is physical activity. You are contracting muscles in your arms to move that brush. I bet maybe just really light physical activity. But anyways, transportation is also a very common way that people get their physical activity. So remember, physical activity is that broad term. Any movements in your body are physical activities. Now we get a little more laser focused when we talk about exercise. Exercise is actually a subset of physical activity. And so exercise is very prescriptive, it is planned, and it is structured. So there are lots of details when it comes to exercise. So for example, if you jumped onto your treadmill, you have to decide what speed you're going to walk at, as well as what elevation you're going to walk at. So it's very detailed. I'm going to walk on my treadmill at 3.5 miles per hour at 2% grade. That is exercise. It's structured. And quite likely, you're also going to choose how long you're going to go for. So let's say 20 minutes. As opposed to being physically active through walking, you might actually just walk to the bus stop. We don't analyze your speed. We don't analyze how long that takes you. We do not analyze the elevation. So hopefully you can start seeing the distinction between physical activity and exercise. Although we like to use them together or as one and the same, they are actually different things. So remember, exercise is a subset of the broad term physical activity. And the third and final term that is sometimes thrown in the mix is the word fitness. So when we think about physical fitness, these are the physical outcomes of exercising. So when we exercise, we're being very specific. And we're being specific so that we can reach certain physical fitness outcomes. And so there's typically about five common outcomes of exercise. They include cardiovascular, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Now, you might also want to include balance, speed, power, agility. Those are also in there as well, but typically from a health perspective, we're looking at those sort of top five. So physical fitness is the outcome of exercise. Alrighty, quick play recap. Let's recall physical activity is all different types of bodily movement. Huge broad spectrum of what that could look like. Exercise, however, is that laser focused structured form of physical activity. And third, physical fitness are the outcomes that arise from you exercising. So nothing happens unless we use our now new insight for action. So I encourage you to first take a piece of paper out, grab a pen, and write down all the physical activities you do. I mean, all of them. I bet you do a lot of them and you don't even realize it. So take the time to think about what are all the activities that require muscle contraction and oxygen consumption in your life. Woo, that's going to be a huge list. Next, make another column and write down all the types of exercise you do. Now, don't be discouraged. This list may completely have shrunk, and that's quite all right. You may not exercise as much as you are physically active. And then the final thing is to take another column or another sheet and write down all the physical fitness outcomes that you maybe have had in the past, maybe that you're getting right now in the present, or maybe the ones that you would like in the future. And of course, this is something that I can help you with. If you are interested, you can jump on over to my website at www.lisaworkman.com, and I'd be happy to support you in this big physical activity, exercise, and physical fitness journey you are on. And also, I can't be amiss here. If you do want some free help, you're welcome to join my free mini course, Assess One Savvy Step to Accelerate Your Physical Activity Behavior Change. I'd be happy for you to join us in that free mini course and use that as sort of a stepping stone to more physical activity, potentially more exercise, and getting those physical fitness outcomes that you'd like. Again, my name is Lisa Workman. Thank you so much for sticking around for this physical activity, a quick play. Again, you can reach me at my website. I am here to help support you in your physical activity journey. Take care.